Well, there was a conversation about Lloyd Banks versus Fabolous. Who's the better rapper? Now, you said Fabolous, didn't you?
I felt like
on the Breakfast Club.
I didn't really give an answer at the time. Everybody was screaming. Motherfuckers ain't really let people talk. And I did hold my answer a little bit. But I felt like Fab had a longer run than Lloyd Banks. I felt like Lloyd Banks kind of chilled out for a while. I feel like Fab had a longer run than Banks.
I think Fabolous is a better lyricist than Lloyd Banks. It has nothing to do with Lloyd Banks not liking me and so forth. That's whatever. I'm
Banks
trying to.
Don't like you, Vlad?
Yeah, we had this weird.
So is that why you picking Fab, man?
No, it's not.
Okay, all
no,
right.
it's not.
Okay.
I just feel. And look, I mean, if you want to ask me, like me and Lloyd Banks were always cordial. In fact, the first time anyone said VladTV was Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks back in 2008.
Okay.
I was at G-Unit offices interviewing them for
Okay.
some stuff that they were doing.
Yeah, it's the Talk of New York, Tony Yayo.
PLK Lloyd Banks, man.
Man, you know what time it is. A lot of diamonds. We on VladTV.com.
Yeah. Log on.
And I'd interviewed him before. I was always cool with him and whatever that meant. And then I had hit him about an interview a few times on his DM. He never responded. And we had put out like a flashback clip of his. And I think like my writer forgot to label a flashback. And he sent me kind of like a nasty DM. And I'm like, okay, so you want to answer to this, but my other DMs were ignored? I'm like, really? And then after that, he just hated me.
Gotcha.
And I'm just like, really? Like, is it that serious? I think we took it down. Like, it wasn't really like a real beef, but I guess he just doesn't like me.
Got you.
After that.
Got you.
You know? But I just feel like a lyricist to me is someone that could say something that you say, wow, I would have thought to say that. Mm-hmm. Right? That's a lyricist to me.
I think Banks got that too, though.
Banks got that too, but I feel
too.
like I go through that feeling more so with Fabolous.
You might feel like that. I feel like see, the reason why I gave it to Fab, I just feel like he was a little bit more consistent with putting out music. I feel like Banks had a period of time where he just kind of chilled out from kind of just doing music, period. Like, and I feel like Banks just be off the scene. You know, Fab just a little bit more visual. I feel like Banks be more to himself in the cut with it. So that's why I kind of gave it to Fab a little bit, because he's just more outside a little bit. Banks, you don't see a lot. Banks is in the cut. He on the low with it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as talking that shit, I think Banks talked that shit just as much as Fab talked that shit when they both get into it.
How about Lloyd Banks versus Juelz Santana?
Lloyd Banks versus Juelz Santana?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think Lloyd Banks got that
Really?
one easy. Yeah, hell yeah.
I disagree.
I don't.
And I'll tell you why.
You really just don't like Lloyd Banks.
No,
Vlad.
no.
You really,
no, I do like
really
Lloyd
just
Banks.
don't like Lloyd
No,
Banks.
I do like
man.
Lloyd Banks. No, I do like Lloyd
Juelz
Banks.
Santana? I don't see that one. Hell no.
Well, they were on a song together.
Yeah.
And who had a better verse?
What song was that? The Beamer, Benz, or
Benz or
Bentley?
Bentley. I think that Juelz had a better verse.
I can't sit here and say I remember the verses like that, but I don't
Beamer,
think...
Benz, and Bentley, I be moving,
I don't think
If it's
Juelz,
drama, I be
I don't think Juelz is fucking with Banks. Hell no. Nah.
I disagree. I disagree. I think on that song, I think he got him.
That might be your opinion on that.
It's
that
all
might be
my
your
opinion
for that song. It's all our opinions.
It's all
that
opinions.
might be your opinion on that song. You might have feel like he might have got him on that song, which I can't really remember it like that, but I don't think Santana fucking with Banks. Hell no.
But I think that when it comes down to it, when two rappers are on the same song, I think that a lot of times that becomes a deciding factor. Like, for example, Renegade, who had the better verse. Now, people could argue. I personally think Eminem had the better verse than Jay-Z.
I think that was just a song where they both, to me, because I remember dudes arguing about that. I remember me and Yayo was talking about that one time, then I was saying certain things. Jay said, ashy knuckles, pocket full of lint, all that. It was like, you could relate to that more coming from where I'm from, but then you hear the shit M talking, that he's talking about people in his struggle and certain things like that. So I think they both like bodied that record coming from where they come from. Jay coming from his upbringing and M coming from his upbringing. I think they both just bodied that shit and talked about it. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, they
it's
both
okay.
had.
I think it's okay to have a record where both MCs get busy on it, where you're not like, oh, this one outshined this one. It's been records where both MCs, they matched each other's energy. And I think that was the case with Jay and M. I think that was the case with Jay and Big on a lot of records. I think they both matched each other energy well on records where you couldn't be like, oh, nah, Jay body Big or Big body Jay. Nah, I ain't see that. And with M and J, I felt the same way. I feel like they both got busy. I don't feel like neither one body neither one.
I mean, look, people are gonna blame it on Nas, right? Because
Nas said that.
Nas,
Of course.
I need them, right?
They murdered
They're
you on
they're
your
gonna
own shit.
murder you
Of
on your own
course.
shit, right? So people are gonna run with that. But
when you really listen, I need people to go really listen after this anyway. You go really listen and you're gonna be like, yo, all right, nah, Jay was talking that shit, then you're gonna go ahead and M was talking that shit. You can't take nothing away from both of them on that record.
I think that Jay had more substance in what he was saying. I think M's wordplay and the way he was jumping around on the beat gave him a slight edge. See what I'm saying? So it kind of depends on what you're into, right? If you're just like, I really care about what Jay is saying, and my background aligns more with Jay, so I could feel what he's saying a little more than some white kid who grew up in a trailer park, then I could see that. But if you're into wordplay and the way you double entendres and everything else like that, then M is kind of the king of that, right?
That's why I say they both bodied it.
Yeah.
Because like you got, from that one song, you got everything. That's it. You just got everything from that. They both bodied. That's why I don't give it to. I feel like they both was right there with that shit.